the director of Final Fantasy VII has admitted that while he would love to create an HD remake of the game, there are a number of obstacles standing in the way. Speaking to Eurogamer in his captivity as producer of Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy VII 13, Yoshinori Katsatsu, if I'm getting the name right, if I'm not, sorry, admitted that he would love to do a remake, but it would be an enormous undertaking. I can honestly tell you I would love to do that, he said. If you would simply ask me if I personally would like to do that, yes, I would. Definitely. There's no lie about it. But you must believe me when I say it would take a lot to happen. Two of the biggest issues are apparently staff availability and budget, which, given the epic scale of the game, makes sense. The development time required to recreate the world at the standard fans want would likely rival even Final Fantasy XV at this point. But he also explained there's another reason he hasn't pursued the remake of the game. He's not exactly motivated enough to do it, as it would be such a huge commitment. Even if I casually say I would like to do that, because it would be a huge project, I would have to motivate myself to the level that I really am prepared to take on this huge responsibility, he said. I don't know if those three things will happen simultaneously. It has to tick lots of very big boxes. I won't rule out the possibility, but it would take a lot to make it happen. But should I ever take it on, it would have to be the biggest project I've done. My life work. So I would have to be as highly motivated as that to end up with something I'm very happy with. It's a huge thing for me. Demand for the HD remake for Final Fantasy VII has been high ever since a tech demo was released for PS3. Since then, former company CEO said the game wouldn't be remade until a fresh entry in the franchise surpasses it in quality. Oh boy, where do I start? I have so many issues with this, I don't even know if I'll be able to say them all right here. Yeah, I probably will. The whole quote of them saying that the game would not be remade until a fresh entry in the franchise surpasses it in quality. The way I heard it is that they won't remake it until an entry surpasses it in financial quality. And the only game that they ever done that would probably be close to that would maybe be Final Fantasy X. And them saying that, it would require a lot of time, resources. They've had since Final Fantasy 13 started, maybe Final Fantasy 12, 14. They've had all that time that they've hinted with little Final Fantasy VII gifts, costumes, whatever, that they could have been working on a Final Fantasy VII remake. The director of the original Final Fantasy VII is correct that it would be a huge, huge project. And yeah, of course, it's obvious that lots of fans are begging them for it, are demanding it. But you know what? Square Enix, they don't care. Apparently, Square Enix doesn't want to make money. Now, to me, if I was, for argument's sake, if I was able to think of something to put together for it, I would have to kind of call it like a Final Fantasy VII HD remastered collection. It would have the remake of Final Fantasy VII. It would include the Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII PSP game in HD for whatever PS3, PS4. It would also include the Advent Children Director's Cut movie. Have a full soundtrack, not like the BS Blu-ray soundtrack that Square Enix has got going on for the 10-10-2 Collector's Edition. Real physical CDs. And then any other bonus materials that they would have lying around in the archives. Since they're doing so many sequels, why don't they work on a Final Fantasy VII 2? I just wonder how long until Square Enix comes out and says that we screwed up. We should have done this a long time ago. Because the real question is, why is Square so afraid to make Final Fantasy VII when the fans are demanding it for so long?